Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Can everybody hear me okay in the back there? Excellent. Actually, there's some in the back that want us to turn it up just a little bit. Well, welcome. We lucked out on the weather. It's a beautiful day. You know, a lot of times during graduation in these ceremonies, we scan across the crowd to make sure there's not someone getting overwhelmed by the sun. But just in case, we do have some tents on the side if anybody needs to take a break. My name is Brian Dwinell. I'm the Associate Dean of Student Life, and I have the pleasure of welcoming the class of 2026. I also want to welcome all their guests. It's wonderful to see so many family members here. This is just fantastic. We are so grateful to have you here in person. While the pandemic has made our lives incredibly disrupted, it has made us realize that moments like these are particularly special. You know, I will be honest, people have heard this from me before that I love my job. But, you know, every morning driving into work, it's not that I'm sad about going into work, but there are a few days during the year where I'm extremely excited. And I was literally giddy this morning. This is fantastic for us. And if there's one thing you take away from this ceremony, I hope you realize that this is a gift to us as well. You may be asking, what is the purpose of holding a ceremony like this? The White Coat Ceremony was first introduced in 1993 by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation. You'll be hearing more about the Gold Foundation later. The Gold Foundation was formed for the purpose of highlighting the importance of humanism in medicine. The White Coat Ceremony is meant to serve as a rite of passage into the medical profession. Some have criticized the glorification of the white coat as a sign of elitism, but that is certainly not our intent. Our goal is to send the message that in your careers, you need to realize that a truly competent physician is one who balances excellence in science and clinical skills with compassionate patient care for all of the individuals in our communities. By sponsoring this event, clearly the leadership at the University of Colorado School of Medicine believes this is essential to your careers. There's no doubt in my mind that the ceremony serves to alert students to the importance of developing into humanistic and caring physicians. But I will also argue that this has another function, and that is to signal to the faculty that we need to step up to the plate. The danger in not doing so is that this ceremony could be viewed as empty rhetoric, and perhaps worse, hypocrisy. Faculty physicians are referred to as attendings, which I believe was an intentional choice of a word to describe our roles. Attending means to be present, listening, addressing the needs of those around us. Any one of us can stand before our trainees and passionately espouse words of professional wisdom. But if it is by observation and experience that we learn, the so-called hidden curriculum. If I finish my address today and walk into the hospital where a student witnesses me berating a colleague or a hospital staff member, what has that student truly learned? We have a duty to act as professional role models. We have a responsibility for nurturing that strong sense of altruism that our students enter our school with. We also have to help them navigate what it means to be part of the social construct that we know as a profession of medicine. We can also argue that in today's world, this has never been more important. Students are entering the profession in a tumultuous world, characterized by polarized beliefs, inequitable treatment, violence, and legitimate concerns about the state of our democracy. Understanding the social and personal influences on an individual's health has never been more critical. Despite the technological advances in diagnosis and treatment, the power of empathy has never been greater. One of the great benefits of being a faculty member is that our lives are enriched by so many of our students who are seemingly immune to the social cynicism that often surrounds them. While I know the entering class of 2026 understands the privilege being afforded them by joining this profession, I hope they also recognize what a privilege it is for us to stand alongside you during your journey. I would be remiss if I did not recognize the individuals that are responsible for organizing this ceremony. As you can imagine, it's no small feat. Melanie Trinkwald, who is a manager of student affairs, Karina Goodwin, who's our manager of admissions, and the entire OSL, or Office of Student Life staff. Please give them a round of applause. I now have the pleasure of introducing Dr. Taylor Triolo, CU Medicine class of 2013, and she's also the board president of our Alumni Association. Dr. Triolo.
Good morning, class of 2026. Wow, that's a big number. It's my honor to welcome you to the University of Colorado School of Medicine. I'm Dr. Taylor Triolo, class of 2013, and I'm the president of the CU Medical Alumni Association, which is amazing. I'm honored to welcome you on this special day, and I'm thrilled to welcome you as our new members of the Medical Alumni Association. Our members include graduates of the University of Colorado School of Medicine and its residency and fellowship training programs, former and present academic and clinical faculty, and current house staff and students, which includes you. So welcome to our family of alumni. The mission of the Medical Alumni Association is to help advance and influence the interest of our medical school, support current medical students on their journey to becoming physicians, provide programs and opportunities for alumni to connect with each other and the School of Medicine, and to develop a lifelong alumni experience. So this morning, you'll receive your Littman 4 cardiology stethoscopes that have been generously provided by the alumni and friends of the School of Medicine. So please note that in your stethoscope box is a card with the name and address of the physician who donated the funds for your stethoscope. So after today's ceremony, I ask that you do the classy thing and take a moment to write a note using the enclosed thank you card or send an email if that's provided to express your gratitude for your stethoscope. Then you'll turn in your handwritten thank you card to Student Life and they'll take it from there. So more information for how to do that has been provided to you in the front of your stethoscope box, which you'll pick up after the ceremony. So at the Medical Alumni Association, our mission statement talks about connection. And I think that it's fitting that our alumni family has provided you this tool for you to connect with and listen to your patients. In the over 200 years since stethoscopes were invented, they've symbolized trust, connection, and that physician-patient bond. Besides giving us critical clinical information, stethoscopes are a vital connection in our fast-paced and often stressful clinical environments that allow us to slow down and literally listen to our patients. And just like the connection and bond that these stethoscopes create between a physician and their patient, let it serve as a reminder to the connection that we all have to each other. So with me today to present your stethoscopes are members of our alumni community. Dr. Jessica Parr, class of 2016, Dr. Joe Ozaki, class of 1969, Dr. William Maniatis, class of 1965, and Dr. David Clausen, class of 1965. So as you can see, we're a multi-generational community of graduates here to connect with you and to support you along your journey to become the class of 2026. And that's what I think is really about all these connections that we create here with each other in this time in our years at the School of Medicine. And that idea of connection is what really attracted me to get involved with the Alumni Association as a student representative sitting in your seat, what seems like 13 long and sometimes not so long years ago. And as a student, to me, the alumni were a guiding force of what great potential could exist in my own path and career. And medicine is a trade that we hand down from each other, from one generation of adult learners to the next. And as physicians, we really do stand on the shoulders of the giants that came before us. So I encourage you to connect with your family of alumni as you begin this step in as physicians in training. So as you don your white coats and stethoscopes this morning, we as a Medical Alumni Association want to express our confidence in your ability to carry on the noble tradition of doctoring, which is part scientific excellence and part the art of relationships. And we're here for you. Because it takes a team to become a doctor, and this journey should not be bared alone. Family, friends, mentors, faculty, peers, and us, the alumni, we're ready to lend support and always here to listen. So congratulations, class of 2026, and welcome to the University of Colorado School of Medicine.
Thank you, Dr. Triolo, and thank you to the alumni for being present today. I think it shows you how important this network is and the community that is developed at the University of Colorado School of Medicine. I have the great fortune of introducing our next speaker. She's been our fearless and inspirational leader through a time of dramatic change. As you know, we are going through a curriculum reform, which has been a dramatic undertaking, and she has been beyond inspirational and supportive. You know, in your careers, you have the good fortune of meeting a lot of individuals, and I've met a lot of great individuals, and then you have a short list of truly exceptional people, and Dean Zimmer is certainly in that list. Please join me in welcoming the Senior Associate Dean of Education and our Associate Dean of Diversity, Dr. Shanta Zimmer.
Thank you so much, Dean Donnell, and thanks too for that 5:27 a.m. text letting me know that you had taken care of the only responsibility that Dean Riley left me to handle, the weather forecast. I want to say thank you once again to our incredible staff teammates in the Office of Medical Education, who together with hard work and coordination always seem to make events like today seem effortless. I'm very fortunate to work with such a wonderful team. At the CU School of Medicine, we're dedicated to creating physician leaders capable of transforming the health of diverse communities. To make that happen, we rely on a huge supporting cast, and I'd like to thank a few. To those of you who are present, who have served on the admissions committee or as an admissions interviewer, please stand. We would like to recognize the work that you have done and to thank you for your service, for the role you have played in bringing us this wonderful class. Please stand, admissions committee members. A special thanks to our admissions committee, our admissions dean, Dr. Jeffrey Suhu. The class of 2026 is particularly grateful for you. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge departments and the department chairs or their representatives who are with us on the stage today. It would be impossible for us to train the future of medicine without their unending support. Wendy Macklin from Cell and Developmental Biology, Todd Guth, Emergency Medicine, Michael Ho, Internal Medicine, Kenneth Tyler, Neurology, Carrie Brager, Neurosurgery, Frank Scott, Orthopedics, Todd Kingdom, Otolaryngology, Stephen Daniels, Pediatrics, Tom French, Pharmacology, Richard Schulich, Surgery, and Mark Petresh, Ophthalmology. Thank you for your support of our students, our curriculum, and the science that makes us all so proud here at CU School of Medicine. Also on the platform today, I'd like to welcome Brian Dwinell, the Associate Dean of Student Life, who you've already met, Jeff Druck, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs, Amir Delpino Jones, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs, Deborah Seymour, Assistant Dean of Student Success, Jeff Suhu, Assistant Dean of Admissions, David Ecker, Assistant Dean of Education, Jennifer Adams, Assistant Dean for Education, Stephen Lewinstein, Associate Dean of Faculty Affairs, Ty Lockspizer, Assistant Dean of Medical Education, Suzanne Brandenburg, Associate Dean for the Fort Collins branch, Christy Reimer, Assistant Dean for the Fort Collins branch, Dr. Taylor Triolo, whom you met already, the Medical Alumni Association President, and our alumni, Joe Asaki, David Klassen, William Maniatis, and Jessica Barr. Thank you again for being here. And now just a few words to our families and students. Families and important support people, thank you for joining us today. And thank you for entrusting us with your loved one as they enter this important and challenging journey into the profession of medicine. It clearly takes a village to make a doctor, and we're excited to take over from here, building on the foundation that you have built in these wonderful humans. We know that you are experiencing what we in medicine refer to as an acute on chronic condition. Today is a moment of acute pride in this special accomplishment, which falls on the background of what is at least likely to be a couple of decades of chronic pride in who they have become as people and leaders. Students, now is an exciting time to be entering into medicine. Not only is the explosion of science, technology, innovation, and discovery something that we are excited to embrace with you and watch you lead forward, but it is also a time when society needs leadership from citizens like us, like you. who are compassionate, thoughtful, and called to be focused on something outside of our own interests. You will work very hard here, starting on Monday morning at 8 o'clock. But the hard work ahead is actually in healing the divides that separate many of us from our neighbors. As a physician, you will be able, required, and most importantly, absolutely privileged to care for people who are different from yourself. That is the gift medicine gives us, and one that the white coat figuratively affords you, the gift of closeness and trust from another human being during some of their most difficult times. I cherish the time I have with students in the hospital, and as an ID doctor, it's been an interesting week of the usual consults peppered by pages and texts about both COVID and monkeypox. Lightening my load this week and increasing my joy in the work has been a stellar fourth-year medical student. Last night, as I was co-signing his notes, my heart skipped a few beats when I read his opening phrase of a patient's story. This is an 80-something-year-old retired middle school English teacher with. Thank you, Nikolai. You see, he knows what I hope for all of you, indeed all of us, to remember that patients are people with illnesses to be treated in the context of their full lives. In fact, this week, in addition to our school teacher, we have been fortunate to meet a tow truck driver, executive director of an NGO, police officer, and janitor, to name a few. If we, the most privileged and highly educated citizens in our nation, cannot listen, lead, and heal the challenges of our society, who will? I'm grateful today that we have our first-year students joining the profession of medicine alongside the role model fourth-year medical students being recognized for their humanism. First years, you've got this, and we've got you. Fourth years, we are acutely proud of the physicians you have become. Thank you for being incredible role models. And now it is my distinct pleasure to turn the podium over to our keynote speaker, Dr. Amir Delpino-Jones, Associate Professor of Medicine, Chair of the Admissions Committee, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs, a friend, colleague, mom of twins, and role model extraordinaire, Dr. Delpino-Jones.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning and welcome. My name is Amir Delpino-Jones, and I'm an Associate Professor of Medicine in the Division of Hospital Medicine and one of the Assistant Deans for Student Affairs. I had the privilege of attending the CU School of Medicine 18 years ago, and I distinctly remember the significance of this day, the excitement, the anticipation, the extremely proud look on everyone's faces. I have spent many days and weeks, honestly months, trying to decide what I was going to say to you today. I Googled the word doctor, thinking that every distinguished, memorable keynote has a word that is repeated several times with great emphasis and force, and defined in accordance with the most highly regarded resources. And, of course, the most cerebral of the keynotes will mention the roots and origins of that word and include terms like pejorative and pedagogy, while incorporating slightly uncomfortable yet admirable silence, along with a slow scan of the audience. So, without further ado, doctor. The root of the word doctor is from the Latin word docere, meaning to teach. It also shows up in the roots of the word docile, meaning someone who is docile is easy to teach. According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, a doctor is defined as a learned or authoritative teacher, a person skilled or specializing in healing arts, and a person who restores, repairs, or fine-tunes things. When used as a transitive verb, it is to give medical treatment and to restore to good condition. It is to adapt or modify for a desired end by alteration or special treatment. Doctoring can also mean to alter deceptively. And in this context, the term is used almost universally as a pejorative term, particularly when applied in the pedagogical strategies used in medical education. Well, with the exception of deception, I hope you will be doing all of these things from day one of medical school. You will be a lifelong learner and a teacher to many, your classmates, your patients, your families, and your communities. Throughout this educational endeavor, you will become skilled in the healing arts. You will learn anatomy, physiology, health and society, healthcare delivery, and the humanities. We will teach you the art of communication, how to suture, how to deliver babies, and so much more. You will provide medical care with appropriate oversight and supervision, of course, and restore hearts and kidneys and lungs to their full working, amazing capabilities. However, you will not always repair or fine-tune things. You will not always restore to good condition in the ways we often think of, but you will listen. And I mean really listen. You will learn about your patients, about their children, their current and previous occupations, their love of puzzles and chess and knitting and hiking, their dislike of cheese, as well as blood draws and potassium pills, and the dreaded side effects from their cancer therapies. You will listen to and learn from their families, how things used to be when they were healthy, and the difficulties they may now be experiencing in the face of illness. You will learn about the challenges patients have faced navigating our healthcare system, the wonderful care they received from providers, and the bias they may have experienced in our systems as well. When there is not a curative treatment, when there is not another therapy without undue risks and harm, you will listen. You will listen to your patients' hopes and fears and help them articulate how they wish to live the rest of their lives. In this way, you will restore to good condition. You will modify for a desired end by maintaining your patient's dignity and honoring their wishes. It turns out, student doctors, you are the best listeners of all. I want you to remember the profound impact you are having on patients when you feel as if your contributions to their care are minimal. With each patient encounter, you will become a part of their story and them a part of yours. You will learn things from your patients that you cannot truly learn from a lecture or textbook, an Anki card, or a Q bank, things that are difficult to articulate in a note or structured bedside presentation. You will learn about love, joy, grief, humility, and humanity. And it is these things that will propel you forward and make you strive to do better for all of your patients. When I think of a CU School of Medicine student, the last word that comes to mind for me is docile. However, this word is accurate in the sense that you've shown your willingness to learn and grow, and that makes our jobs much easier and very fulfilling as educators. You are much more than passive learners and are actively engaged in the learning process. You're also fighters. You're fierce advocates for yourself, your education, your patients, and for those around you. You're willing to challenge things that seem unfair and inequitable and hold those responsible accountable. You're curious. You're not afraid to ask questions when things don't make sense. When a seasoned physician says, "It's the way we've always done things," you ask, "But why?" You're immensely giving and empathetic. We know this because we've seen the amazing work you have done prior to medical school and your involvement in the community. And you're collaborative. I know you will continue to be supportive of your classmates and that you want those around you to be successful in this endeavor. In short, you're all awesome. However, as you embark on this journey, I want you to do something that may begin to feel a little uncomfortable and challenging. And I'm sure this is not the first time you are hearing this. I want you to take care of yourselves and each other. Take time to exercise, to read a book, a non-medical book, to take a day where you watch Netflix until the message pops up on the screen saying, "Are you sure you want to continue watching?" And you say, "Yeah," without hesitation or guilt. I want you to hike and ski and go to the theater and restaurants and spend time with family and friends. I want you to be the best doctor you can be by being the best person you can be. And that involves maintaining your health, physical, mental, spiritual, and other. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't say that this can be difficult. And the reality is that medical training is rigorous and will require certain sacrifices. However, we are all here to help you define what balance or integration or harmony means to you and help you achieve it by better understanding your values and goals. And while we have seen your strength and resilience through hearing your stories, it is our hope that you will not shoulder the weight of this alone. We are working so very hard to deliver a curriculum that provides the space for you to do these things. And though still a work in progress, create a healthcare system and inclusive environment that prioritizes and values provider wellness in addition to patient wellness. Again, class of 2026, future doctors, future colleagues, I want to welcome you to the CU School of Medicine family. Yes, I said family. The root word of family lies in the Latin word famulus, or servant. All right, okay, I'm like totally kidding with you all. Welcome, congratulations, and thank you for all that you have already done and will do for so many.
Thank you, Dr. Delpino Jones. I'm Deb Seymour, Assistant Dean of Student Success. Each year, the campus selects 2 faculty role models to be recognized for their outstanding professionalism. I'd like to now invite Dr. Merlin Arif-Yohan and the 2 recipients to the stage to be recognized for this award for professionalism.
Hello, everyone. My name is Merlin Arif-Yohan. I'm the Faculty Senate President for the upcoming academic year, and also a the word family suddenly tripped me up, and a faculty member in the Department of Psychiatry, my second family. I'm here today to present the Faculty Professionalism Award. But before I do that, I would like to say that I have walked past this lawn many times. I always thought that it's a beautiful sight to behold. But today, from this podium, this looks even more beautiful. Why is that? It's simply because you are all in it, part of the scenery. So congratulations on making it this far, and welcome to CU Anschutz. The next few years will keep you very busy. But as you go about fulfilling your commitments, please remember to pause, breathe, and take in the sight every now and then. Enjoy the journey, and I wish you all the best. And now I am honored to present the annual Faculty Professionalism Awards. This award recognizes individuals who have served as role models for professionalism. And that is being a role model for students, residents, faculty, and other colleagues. It recognizes individuals who are known for their compassion, for their respect for learners, for their commitment to service, and for their dedication to lifelong learning. It is thus my pleasure to present the 16th Annual Faculty Professionalism Award to 2 esteemed faculty members. Dr. James Feinstein is an associate professor in the Department of Pediatrics. He is being recognized today as a dedicated leader and clinician. One of his nominators mentioned, Dr. Feinstein is a humble leader, a strong supporter of all his teammates, and a hero to his patients. So Dr. Feinstein, everyone. Dr. Jacqueline Glover is a professor also in the Department of Pediatrics. Dr. Glover is being recognized as a respected and dedicated clinician and educator. One nominating letter said, as an ethics consultation team leader at both University Hospital and Children's Hospital, Professor Glover models respect, compassion, and empathy for all the people that she encounters. Let's extend our congratulations to these amazing and inspiring colleagues. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Stephen Lewinstein, Faculty Advisor to the Ghhs Humanism Society, Professor of Medicine and Emergency Medicine, and Associate Dean for Faculty Affairs. Dr. Lewinstein.
At this time, would all the honorees please join me on the stage? I am privileged to be with you today for the induction of new members into the School of Medicine's Gold Humanism Honor Society. 22 members medical students from the class of 2023 were selected by their peers for this honor because they are extraordinary exemplars of humanistic patient care. The Arnold P. Gold Foundation is a national organization founded 34 years ago to help medical students and physicians in training, and all of us, learn to balance the high-tech skills of medical science with skills often attributed to the art of medicine, such as communication, compassion, and empathy. And even as the business of medicine and big data and medical technology grow at a rapid pace, the Gold Foundation and these 22 new members are champions for humanism as an enduring and essential component of patient care. On the hospital wards and in the clinics, these students offer not only their incredible knowledge, but also their curiosity, their words of encouragement, and their kindness. They remind us every day that the science of medicine and the art of medicine are inseparable. And when they are not studying, honing their diagnostic and procedural skills, and preparing for any patient care challenge that might come their way, these medical students are also advocates for humanism in the world outside of medicine. They cannot and will not accept what they see in our communities. COVID-19 deaths disproportionately affecting communities of color, human beings experiencing homelessness or left in long food lines because they are hungry, racism that cuts short too many lives and curtails life's potential. As George Thibault, past president of the Macy Foundation, wrote recently, it will be hard to have humanism in medicine if there is no humanism in the world around us. And one last point before we proceed to the formal induction. The Gold Humanism Honor Society is about more than a certificate and a gold pin. Each year, the members of the Gold Humanism Honor Society complete different projects that stem from their own passion for humanistic medical care and community service. For example, the GHHS students organize and lead the student clinician ceremony, which celebrates students' transition from classroom learning to their clinical clerkships. They co-edit the publication Notes from the Clinic, which is a collection of encouraging letters written by students finishing their clerkships to the students who are just starting. The GHHS students volunteer at the SAME Cafe, SAME stands for So All May Eat, where they meet persons experiencing homelessness and food insecurity and serve them meals in a dignified restaurant setting. Last year, the students began visiting patients hospitalized on the palliative care service who have been isolated because of the pandemic. And after hearing their stories and learning about their families, their achievements, and their proudest moments, they used portable printers to create visual gold tokens of humanity, harnessing the power of art and storytelling to promote healing and human connections. Every year, the GHHS students perform holiday songs for children and their families at Children's Hospital Colorado, bringing smiles and joy to the small humans, their family members, and the hospital staff. And every year, the GHHS students spend Valentine's Day with patients at the University of Colorado Hospital, Children's Hospital Colorado, Memorial Hospital in Colorado Springs, and the State Veterans Nursing Home. This activity is called Love Rounds. The students bring handmade cards and flowers to these inpatients. They stay for an hour or two just to talk and laugh and share stories and love as they celebrate Valentine's Day with their new friends. Of course, the students do have to create the Valentine's Day cards themselves. And this activity requires preparation and pre-rounding and technical skill and card-making expertise and a large supply of construction paper, crayons, glue sticks, and glitter. And now to our new students, the class of 2026, just one brief message. I encourage you to look to these honorees of the class of 2023 as role models for the art of doctoring. Over the next 4 years, you will spend thousands of hours learning about health and disease in lecture halls and in small groups and on the wards and in operating rooms and emergency departments and in clinics and offices all over Colorado. But learning the 5 branches of the superior mesenteric artery, a topic which will, by the way, appear in the first-year curriculum, isn't all you need to know. These Gold Humanism Honor Society students who first donned their own white coats at this ceremony just 3 years ago, They believe in you. They are counting on you to remain curious and compassionate in all your endeavors, to care for your patients and each other, and to hold on to your dreams. Simply put, they're asking you never to give up on who you are. And now to the new inductees of the class of 2023, each of you has been selected as a member of the Gold Humanism Honor Society because your peers and all of us believe you have demonstrated excellence in clinical care, leadership, caring and compassion and service. You were selected because, in a word, you have the human touch. And another note, just a heads up, you are all standing on the stage by the table with all those brand new Littman cardiology stethoscopes. Don't even think about it. And now I would like to introduce Dr. Christina Osborne, who will greet each new inductee and hand them their GHHS certificate and pin. Dr. Osborne graduated from the University of Colorado School of Medicine in 2014 and then completed her residency in pediatrics, a fellowship in infectious disease, and is completing her critical care fellowship at Children's Hospital, Colorado. And while a student, Christy was president of the Medical Student Council and was inducted into GHHS. Dr. Osborne is a dedicated clinician, scholar, and teacher, and a tireless advocate for patients and her peers. And it's also my honor to introduce Dr. Jennifer Adams and Dr. David Ecker, who will introduce each new inductee. Dr. Adams is a primary care internist at Denver Health, professor of medicine, and assistant dean of medical education and clinical clerkships for the School of Medicine. And Dr. Ecker is a hospitalist and associate professor of medicine, assistant dean of medical education, and director of the pre-clinical curriculum. As physicians, Dr. Adams and Ecker are champions for compassionate and patient-centered care. And they are also champions for compassionate and student-centered teaching as they guide students along their medical school journey, helping each student find their place in the medical profession. So please walk across the stage as your name is called by Dr. Adams or Dr. Ecker.
Evan Cornish. A history and classics major, Evan will be applying into obstetrics and gynecology with a focus on family planning. He's passionate about community engagement and has taught sex education classes 27 times this last year. Valerie Gao. Valerie is originally from Denver and plans to pursue a career in internal medicine with a lifelong commitment to teaching, mentorship, and community engagement. She hopes to continue working with underserved populations with the goal of providing equitable healthcare access to all. Ali Hakimi. Ali is from Lakewood, Colorado, and is pursuing a career in vascular surgery with hopes of one day providing full spectrum cardiovascular surgical care. He is passionate about providing care for diverse and underserved populations, medical education, and medical technology. Nikolai Haroon. Nikolai is from Longmont, Colorado, and is pursuing a career in GI and medical education. He plans to continue working in underserved communities and is encouraging his fellow providers to join him in those efforts. Alexandra Hazen. Alexandra is originally from Los Angeles, California, and is pursuing a career in diagnostic radiology and will likely do a neuroradiology fellowship. She hopes to continue to give back to her community through volunteer work and be an advocate for those whose voices are not always heard. Jin Wong. Jin is originally from Boulder, Colorado, and is interested in pursuing a career in family medicine. She has a special interest in women's healthcare and improving quality of care for Spanish-speaking and Mandarin-speaking patients. Lily Kong. Lily was born and raised in New York City and plans to pursue a career in gender-affirming urology. One day, she hopes to open an integrative healthcare clinic for gender-diverse individuals and to continue to incorporate social justice initiatives in her work. Brenda Law. Brenda, born and raised in Colorado, is pursuing a career in med-peds. Her career goals include advancing medical education and providing equal access to quality healthcare for all, both of which are passions that called her to the field of medicine from the beginning. Jessica Liu. Jess, originally from Central Florida, is an aspiring internal medicine physician who hopes to specialize in the field of gastroenterology. Her goal is to provide compassionate, evidence-based, and patient-centered care no matter where life takes her. Taylor Nielsen. Taylor is originally from Meeker, Colorado, a small rural town, and is pursuing a career in general surgery. Taylor looks forward to embarking on a career that focuses on patient-centered care and hopes to continue to find ways to improve access to healthcare, especially for rural citizens. And Lynn Nguyen. Lynn is pursuing a career in geriatrics by way of family medicine. She is a culture, health, equity, and society representative for the class of 2023 and is a strong advocate for inclusivity in healthcare, especially for her aging patients.
Right. Monica Patton. Monica is a Colorado native who spent most of her life playing ice hockey prior to pursuing a career in medicine. She is going into general surgery and hopes to focus on trauma and critical care while integrating her passion for health policy work into her practice. Brianna Sandridge. Bree is originally from the Denver area and plans to pursue a career in anesthesiology with an emphasis on critical care medicine. She is looking forward to a career of teaching, research, and providing patient-centered care to underserved communities. Violette Simon. Violette is originally from Los Angeles and is pursuing a career in orthopedic surgery. As a daughter of immigrants and a first-generation college student, Violette aims to serve as a mentor for students with a similar background, just like the mentors she had along her journey. Wesley Tran. Wes is originally from Denver and is pursuing a career in general surgery with the goal of practicing as a pediatric surgeon. Given his personal health experiences as a child, he is motivated to aid future underserved patients and inspire a new generation of underrepresented students to pursue a career in healthcare. Frances Vernon. Frances is excited to pursue a career in primary care that combines clinical medicine with health systems and policy work. She is particularly passionate about expanding community health access, which she has done locally through her involvement in the Aurora Wellness Community Project. Megan Wade. Megan is originally from outside Chicago and is pursuing a career in OBGYN. She hopes to lower barriers to care for underserved patients and integrate addiction medicine into her career in women's health. The following students were also inducted into the GHHS class of 2023, but could not be here today. I wanted to acknowledge them in recognition of their work and accomplishments. Ksenia Onashenko, Daniel Owens, Brianna Stafford, Alexandra Ross, and Andrew Willis. Thank you.
Before we ask you to recite the oath, GHHS class of 2023, I want to thank all of you. Thank you for your commitment to clinical and scientific excellence and compassionate patient care. Thank you for advocating for equity and for working to amplify the voices of others who have been marginalized or forgotten. And thank you for all the times you put your own well-being on hold just for a moment longer so that you might make a difference in someone else's life. We now ask you to recite the GHHS oath, and by doing so, affirm your commitment to being a champion for humanistic care throughout your careers and to safeguarding these important values of the profession of medicine. Please join me in reciting the Gold Humanism Honor Society oath. Please read along with me. I pledge that I hold dear as a physician. I will care for my patients with compassion, respect, empathy, integrity, and clinical excellence. I will listen to my patients with my whole being. I will advocate for each patient as a unique individual. I will serve as a role model and mentor to promote humanism in healthcare. I will remember always the healing power of heart caring. I will dedicate myself to joining with others to make healthcare optimal for all. Welcome to the Gold Humanism Honor Society, whose mission is to preserve human connections along with scientific excellence in healthcare. You will always be part of that mission. And I present to all of you the members of the Gold Humanism Honor Society class of 2023. Now I would like to introduce our next speakers, Brenda Law and Violette Simon, who are fourth-year medical students and now, as of this moment, members of the Gold Humanism Honor Society. They will tell us about the gratitude journals that you are about to receive. And before I introduce them, I also want to thank Monica Patton for helping edit and publish and produce these gratitude journals. Violette Simon is an aspiring orthopedic surgeon, originally from Los Angeles. She moved to Colorado, received her master's degree in human anatomy, and worked as a clinical research coordinator in gastroenterology before starting medical school. She's a first-generation American and a first-generation college grad. Currently, she is a leader of the Women in Orthopedic Surgery Interest Group and vice president of her medical school class. Brenda Law pursued a business degree as an undergraduate at the University of Colorado Boulder. She is now an aspiring med-peds physician who will dedicate her career to providing equal access to high-quality healthcare to populations of all ages. Brenda is co-president of her medical school class and a leader at Warren Village, the student-run pediatric clinic for single-parent families. These two future doctors of the class of 2023 told me how excited they are to present these gratitude journals to the future doctors of the class of 2026. Please welcome Violette Simon and Brenda Law.
Wow. Good morning, everyone. My name is Brenda Law.
My name is Violette Simon, and we are fourth-year medical students here at the University of Colorado. First of all, congratulations. This is a very special time for you and your loved ones, and we are so thrilled to have you join our CU School of Medicine family.
At the white coat ceremony, you receive your first stethoscope as an instrument for listening listening to and caring for your patients. You are given white coats, which represent the professional role and identity you now attain. And finally, the School of Medicine gives you gratitude journals as a reminder to reflect on your wellness and growth as individuals. As represented by this triad of gifts to incoming students at the white coat ceremony, the faculty and staff at the University of Colorado School of Medicine prioritize your future patients, your new professional identity, and the immense importance of your wellness as you embark on this journey.
Today, we have the honor of introducing one of these special gifts, the Gratitude Journal, which you will receive when you come on stage. These journals have been thoughtfully created at the hands of many individuals here, including medical students, practicing physicians, faculty, and administrators.
Gratitude is positively linked to personal and job satisfaction and inversely correlated with burnout, an obstacle our profession routinely faces. There will be difficult times on your path, and we also hope this time will also be transformative and empowering. You will have patients of your own who will trust you and look to you for guidance. You will become a witness to disease alongside its victims. It's an immense responsibility and a profound privilege. Our hope is that through the ups and downs of the years to come, you will practice gratitude each day and you will benefit from positive reflection.
As you embark on this next stage of your training, our challenge to you is to explore 3 moments of gratitude every day and to write them down. No sentiment is too small. Be grateful for hot coffee, your newfound ability to catch sunrises, donuts at the hospital cafeteria, a phone call with your family, the resident who spent extra time teaching you, the patient who made you laugh, or peers helping you study for the next exam. Everything counts.
Over the past 3 years, during many early mornings and late nights, anatomy labs, time spent in the operating room, the intensive care units, studying for board exams, Violette and I found comfort and calmness in gratitude. I found gratitude in watching the snow form a blanket over our sleeping town while on a night shift, finding a new running route, holding my patient's hand on a rough day, and morning walks with my family when I got to sneak away for a weekend.
I found gratitude in quiet traffic-free drives to the hospital in the morning, free lunches during my internal medicine rotation, watching a baby girl take her first breath, FaceTimes with my sister and parents with tears both happy and sad, and quiet hugs with my husband when I was too exhausted to say or do anything else. This journey is a privilege. Our gratitude to be in medicine hasn't left us throughout our medical education, and we hope it inspires you as you begin yours. Welcome again and good luck.
We appear to have a slight mic problem. Give us a moment. Good morning. I'm Jeff Druck, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs.
And I am Amir Delpino Jones, Assistant Dean of Student Affairs.
Before we begin with the white coat ceremony, we would like to recognize alumni and donors for their generous contributions to the education of our medical students.
We would like to take a moment to honor and thank those who have served or are actively serving in our military to stand up and be recognized. Please join me in thanking them for their service. We now invite members of the class of 2026 to come to the stage to be introduced. Jordan Coulter will release you by rows from the outside aisles. Will the first department chair please stand and prepare to present white coats? Students, bring your white coat with you when you come to the stage. Our department chairs or their representatives will place your white coat, and a member of the Alumni Association will hand you your stethoscope. Dr. Lewinstein will hand you your gratitude journal. As part of their orientation, the class of 2026 wrote an honor code statement, which is found in your program. Dr. Jeff Suhu, Assistant Dean of Admissions, will have the students sign this honor statement as they leave the stage. This honor statement will later be framed and hung in the lecture hall during your journey through the curriculum.
Please don't put your coat on yourself. That's not a good start. To begin, Firdos Abdul Kader received a BA in kinesiology from Miami University.
Catherine Abay. Catherine Abay received a BS in biology from CU Denver.
Melissa Adler received a BS in human physiology from the University of Oregon.
Mike Akarapant. Mike Akarapant received a BS in biology and neuroscience from UC Riverside.
Grace Akatsu. Grace Akatsu received a BS in biology and theater arts from MIT.
Toachi Anoke. Toachi Anoke received a BS in biology from Gordon College.
Ella Anist. Ella Anist received a BA in molecular and cellular biology from UC Berkeley.
Sandra Apia. Sandra Apia received a BA in molecular, cellular, and developmental biology from CU Boulder.
Sarah Ashley. Sarah Ashley received a BS in biology from Boston College.
Yasaman Bagshamali. Yasaman Bagshamali received a BA in public health and philosophy from University of Washington and an MS in control of infectious diseases from London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine and a PhD in immunology from Imperial College London.
Walker Bailey. Walker Bailey received a BA in classics from Baylor University.
Claire Baker. Claire Baker received a BS in neuroscience and behavior from Vassar College.
Corey Baker. Corey Baker received a BS in biology from CU Denver.
Jake Baldessari. Jake Baldessari received a BS in chemistry from CU Denver.
Taylor Barg. Taylor Barg received a BS in Mechanical Engineering and Mathematics from Southern Methodist University.
Cameron Vasquez Pfeiffer. Cameron Vasquez Pfeiffer received a BS in Biomedical Science from Bradley University.
Cameron Bean. Cameron Bean received a BA in Physiology from CU Boulder and an MPH from the Colorado School of Public Health.
Mark Beatty. Mark Beatty received a BS in Neuroscience from St. Louis University.
David Beltran Cordona. David Beltran Cordona received a BS in Biology from Washington State University.
Andrea Bennett. Andrea Bennett received a BA in Computer Science and Slavic Studies from Brown University.
Allie Bevel. Allie Bevel received a BS in Biochemistry from the University of Kansas.
Sam Binga. Sam Binga received a BS in Human Physiology from University of Minnesota.
Lydia Buratu. Lydia Buratu received a BA in Biology from Colgate University.
Kaylee Blevins. Kaylee Blevins received a BA in Human Biology from Stanford University.
Paul Batolin. Paul Batolin received a BS in Biology from the George Washington University and an MS in Biomedical Sciences from Regis University.
Laurel Marie Bowling. Laurel Marie Bowling received a BS in Ecology, Behavior, and Evolutionary Biology and a BA in Spanish Literature from UC San Diego and an MS in Biomedical Sciences from Tufts University.
Peyton Boyd. Peyton Boyd received a BA in Neuroscience and Medical Health and Society from Vanderbilt University.
Hannah Bradsell. Hannah Bradsell received a BS in Health Sciences from University of Connecticut.
Spencer Buted. Spencer Buted received a BS in Biology from the University of North Carolina.
Liam Canty. Liam Canty received a BA in Physiology from CU Boulder and an MS from CU Boulder.
Ariani Chalapali received a BA in Environmental Science and Policy from Duke University.
Erica Chan. Erica Chan received a BS in Public Health from UC San Diego.
Timothy Chang. Timothy Chang received a BA in Physiology from CU Boulder and has a large cheering session.
Emily Chow. Emily Chow received a BA in Molecular and Cell Biology, Neurobiology from UC Berkeley.
Daniel Chen. Daniel Chen received a BS in Bioengineering from UCLA.
Kimberly Chrisnocht. Kimberly Chrisnocht received a BA in Theater and BS in Biology from Millikan University.
Joshua Cobb. Joshua Cobb received a BS in Cellular and Molecular Neuroscience from the University of Montana.
Adam Cochran. Adam Cochran received a BS in Health and Exercise Science from Colorado State University.
Tyler Cohen. Tyler Cohen received a BA in Physiology from CU Boulder.
Evangelia Constantine. Evangelia Constantine received a BA in Neuroscience from Dartmouth College.
Kylie Conway. Kylie Conway received a BA in Molecular, Cellular, and Developmental Biology from CU Boulder.
Nicholas Codaro. Nicholas Codaro received a BA in Biochemistry from CU Boulder.
Jacob Cox. Jacob Cox received a BS in Biology from Temple University.
Emmanuel Cruz. Emmanuel Cruz received a BS in Chemistry from University of South Florida and an MS in Computer Science from Cornell Tech.
Yvonne Sway. Yvonne Sway received a BA in Chemistry and Economics from Williams College.
Shanice Cyrus. Shanice Cyrus received a BS in Neuroscience from University of Rochester and an MPAS from Marquette University and a Doctor of Science from Baylor University.
Rebecca Davis. Rebecca Davis received a BS in Finance from Northeastern University and an MPH from Dartmouth College.
Mackenzie Davis. Mackenzie Davis received a BA in English Literature from CU Boulder.
Anna DeShooter. Anna DeShooter received a BS in Neuroscience from UCLA.
Olubusola Dihinbo. Olubusola Dihinbo received a BA in Health Sciences from the University of Ottawa.
Mara DeMuth. Mara DeMuth received a BA in Psychology from Northeastern State University and an MA in Clinical Psychology from the University of Tulsa.
Morgan Dewey. Morgan Dewey received a BS-PH in Environmental Health and a BS in Biology from the University of North Carolina.
Vivian Love Duarte. Vivian Love Duarte received a BA in History from CU Boulder.
Jacob Duenas. Jacob Duenas received a BS in Biology from UCLA.
Lance Zubinski. Lance Zubinski received a BS in Economics from the University of Minnesota.
Aaliyah Encarnacion. Aaliyah Encarnacion received a BS in Neuroscience from the University of Texas.
Celia Ernstrom. Celia Ernstrom received a BA in Psychology, Neuroscience, and Philosophy from Washington State University in St. Louis.
Olumide Fajolu. Olumide Fajolu received a BS in Health Science from University of Miami.
Monib Farr. Monib Farr received a BA in Biology from CU Denver.
Caleb Fiebig. Caleb Fiebig received a BS in Civil Engineering from Colorado School of Mines and an MS in Modern Human Anatomy from CU Denver.
Sydney Fry. Sydney Fry received a BS in Neuroscience from American University.
Daniel Fu. Daniel Fu received a BS in Physiological Science from UCLA.
Dustin Feister. Dustin Feister received a BS in Biomedical Sciences from the University of Iowa.
Lydia Gebrahiwit. Lydia Gebrahiwit received a BA in Physiology and minor in Business from CU Boulder.
Pauline Gerard. Pauline Gerard received a BS in Health Promotion and Behavioral Sciences from the University of Texas and an MS in Nutrition and Human Performance from Logan University.
Tim Gahn. Tim Gon received a BA in psychology and neuroscience from CU Boulder.
Chetan Giduthuri. Chetan Giduthuri received a BA in molecular and cell biology from UC Berkeley.
Luana Natenko. Luana Natenko received a BS in neurobiology and psychology from University of Wisconsin.
Emma Golden. Emma Golden received a BA in philosophy from the University of Vermont.
Sophie Golden. Sophie Golden received a BS in biology from Lehigh University.
Ellie Golding. Ellie Golding received a BS in public health from Tulane University.
Matthew Goligorsky. Matthew Goligorsky received a BS in neuroscience from the University of Michigan.
Hannah Gratney. Hannah Gratney received a BS in microbiology from Cal Poly State University, San Luis Obispo.
Emily Green. Emily Green received a BA in biology and women, gender, and sexuality studies from Dartmouth College.
Harrison Green. Harrison Green received a BA in biochemistry and molecular biology from Carroll College.
Emma Greenberg. Emma Greenberg received a BA in biology from Bowdoin College.
Brian Gutman. Brian Gutman received a BS in biology and a BS in chemistry from Western Carolina University.
Song-Hee Han. Song-Hee Han received a BS in Earth Systems from Stanford University.
Kenzie Hannigan. Kenzie Hannigan received a BS in economics from the University of Michigan.
Anna Hache Klunder. Anna Hache Klunder received a BS in molecular and cellular biology from Johns Hopkins University and an MHS in biochemistry and molecular biology from Johns Hopkins University.
Gabe Haw. Gabe Haw received a BS in biochemistry and psychology from the University of Oregon.
Neil Hawkins. Neil Hawkins received a BS in economics from Miami University.
Emily Hay Arthur. Emily Hay Arthur received a BA in molecular, cellular, and developmental biology, as well as neuroscience from CU Boulder.
Garrett Healy. Garrett Healy received a BS in biological sciences from the University of Chicago.
Taylor Heap. Taylor Heap received a BS in biomedical sciences from Colorado State University.
Helena Heister. Helena Heister received a BA in physiology from CU Boulder and an MS in biomedical sciences from Rocky Vista University.
Rai Hemond. Rai Hemond received a BA in molecular biology and biochemistry from Middlebury College.
Gavin Hoffman. Gavin Hoffman received a BS in chemistry from UC Colorado Springs and an MS in chemistry from UC Colorado Springs.
Brady Hogan. Brady Hogan received a BS in pre-medicine biology from Western State University.
Kiefer Holcomb. Kiefer Holcomb received a BS in chemical engineering from the Colorado School of Mines.
Vincent Ho. Vincent Ho received a BS in molecular and cellular biology from Johns Hopkins University.
Isabel Wah. Isabel Waugh received a BS in Neuroscience and BA in Biochemistry from the University of Washington.
Andrew Hull. Andrew Hull received a BS in Human Physiology from the University of Utah and an MS from CU Denver.
Haya Jarrad. Haya Jarrad received a BS in Biomedical Engineering from the University of Connecticut.
Jessica Jarrell. Jessica Jarrell received a BS in Anthropology from Southern Methodist University.
Michael Jalusi. Michael Jalusi received a BA in Biology from San Diego State University.
Charlie Johnson. Charlie Johnson received a BS in Microbiology from UC Santa Barbara.
Christina Johnson. Christina Johnson received a BS in Biology from CU Denver.
Catherine Jones. Catherine Jones received a BS in Biology and BA in International Studies from Gonzaga University.
Vijay Joshi. Vijay Joshi received a BS in Neuroscience and Behavioral Biology from Emory University.
Ula Karim. Ula Karim received a BA in Molecular Biology and Linguistics from CU Boulder.
Noah Kaim. Noah Kaim received a BS in Biology from Creighton University.
Melanie Kiernan. Melanie Kiernan received a BS in Molecular Biology from the University of Denver.
Brendan King. Brendan King received a BA in Psychology from CU Boulder.
Aditya Kumar. Aditya Kumar received a BS in Computer Science from Georgia Institute of Technology.
Gina Kwok. Gina Kwok received a BS in Biochemistry from CU Denver.
Jake Larson. Jake Larson received a BS in Biological Engineering from Montana State University.
Amy Lay. Amy Lay received a BA in Neuroscience from CU Boulder.
David Lay. David Lay received a BS in Neurobiology, Physiology, and Behavior from UC Davis.
Manisha Lensick-Vasan. Manisha Lensick-Vasan received a BA in Molecular and Cell Biology from UC Berkeley.
Catherine Liggett. Catherine Liggett received a BA in Human Biology and a BA in Anthropology from the University of Kansas.
Jacob Lilienfeld. Jacob Lilienfeld received a BA in Political Science from George Washington University.
Max Lookabo. Max Lookabo received a BA in Computer Science from CU Boulder.
Tiffany Maximuk. Tiffany Maximuk received a BA in Biochemistry from CU Boulder.
Melanie Mandel. Melanie Mandel received a BA in Molecular and Cellular Biology from Colorado College. Ocean Mao. Ocean Mao received a BS in Psychology from Northwestern University.
Nicole McCaw. Nicole McCaw received a BS in Biochemistry from Calvin University.
Morgan McCord. Morgan McCord received a BA in biochemistry from DePaul University.
Andrew Meekum. Andrew Meekum received a BA in psychology from Emory University.
Brandon Middlemist. Brandon Middlemist received a BA in physiology from CU Boulder.
Ethan Moore. Ethan Moore received a BA in biochemistry from Colorado College.
Jacob Morgan. Jacob Morgan received a BA in physiology from CU Boulder.
Jenny No. Jenny No received a BS in neuroscience from St. Louis University.
Ellie Nielsen. Ellie Nielsen received a BA in molecular, cellular, and developmental biology from CU Boulder and an MS in biomedical sciences from CU Denver.
Michael Nosek. Michael Nosek received a BA in economics from Boston College.
Jeffrey Olsen. Jeffrey Olsen received a BS in biological sciences from the University of Denver.
Madeline Olsen. Madeline Olsen received a BA in neuroscience and classics from Colorado College.
Jacqueline Orahova. Jacqueline Orahova received a BS in biology from CU Denver.
Cole Osan. Cole Osan received a BA in physiology from CU Boulder and an MS from CU Boulder.
Jess Audocker. Jess Audocker received a BA in biochemistry from CU Boulder.
Kevin Pike. Kevin Pike received a BA in nursing and BS in sociology from the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs.
Dennis Paulus. Dennis Paulus received a BS in biology and public policy analysis from the Ohio State University.
Austin Pan. Austin Pan received a BS in human biology from UC San Diego.
Gongju Park. Gongju Park received a BA in molecular, cellular, and developmental biology from CU Boulder.
Pritika Parmar. Pritika Parmar received a BS in neuroscience and a BA in public health from Johns Hopkins University.
Ian Pelto. Ian Pelto received a BA in international political economy from Colorado College and an MS in infectious disease and global health from Tufts University.
Grace Perry. Grace Perry received a BS in biology and environmental studies from Tufts University.
Kenneth Pham. Kenneth Pham received a BS in biology, physiology from the University of Washington.
Katie Plummer. Katie Plummer received a BS in biomechanical engineering from Stanford University and an MS in community health and prevention research from Stanford University.
Jake Reed. Jake Reed received a BA in economics from Cornell University.
Amy Reyes. Amy Reyes received a BA in theater from Southwest Baptist University and a Master's of Library and Information Science from the University of Denver.
Jenny Romero. Jenny Romero received a BS in biology from CU Denver.
Caleb Rosa. Caleb Rosa received a BA in history from Azusa Pacific University.
Michaela Roy. Michaela Roy received a BA in molecular biology and biochemistry from Middlebury College.
Mustafa Saeed. Mustafa Saeed received a BA in Physiology from Michigan State University.
Ishel Salter. Ishel Salter received a BS in Neuroscience and Genetic Cell Biology and Development from the University of Minnesota.
Haider Sarwar. Haider Sarwar received a BA in Biochemistry from the University of Illinois in Urbana-Champaign.
Quinn Scallon. Quinn Scallon received a BS in Neuroscience and Behavior and Spanish from the University of Notre Dame.
Julia Schaefer. Julia Schaefer received a BA in Neuroscience and Spanish from Washington and Jefferson College.
Nick Sinofsky. Nick Sinofsky received a BS in Biophysics from UCLA.
Edvish Sewavi. Edvish Sewavi received a BA in Biology from the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs.
Joanna Shahad. Joanna Shahad received a BS in Biomedical Sciences from Colorado State University.
Kyla Shade. Kyla Shade received a BA in Biochemistry from Willamette University.
Ananya Shah. Ananya Shah received a BS in Psychology from CU Denver.
Josiah Shaw. Josiah Shaw received a BS in Electrical Engineering from the University of Oklahoma.
Omer Siddiqui. Omer Siddiqui received a BA in Biochemistry and Medical Anthropology / Global Health from the University of Washington.
David Siller. David Siller received a BS in Neuroscience from the University of Texas.
Navsharan Singh. Navsharan Singh received a BA in Psychology and Molecular and Cellular Biology from UC Berkeley and an MS in Biomedical Sciences from Boston University, and then an MPH from Johns Hopkins University.
Jamie Smith. Jamie Smith received a BA in Organismal Biology and Ecology from Colorado College.
Aiden Sokup. Aiden Sokup received a BA in Physiology from CU Boulder.
Kayla Sample. Kayla Sample received a BS in Biology from Bloomsburg University.
Robert Stegman. Robert Stegman received a BS in Biology from UC Santa Barbara.
Cody Stein. Cody Stein received a BS in Biochemistry from the University of Colorado, Colorado Springs.
Adam Stevens. Adam Stevens received a BS in Health Sciences from Gettysburg College.
Janae Stutzman. Janae Stutzman received a BA in Biochemistry from Goshen College.
Lena Tat. Lena Tat received a BA in Biochemistry from CU Boulder.
Grace Thompson. Grace Thompson received a BA in Biochemistry and a BA in Molecular, Cellular, and Developmental Biology from CU Boulder.
Tien To. Tien To received a BS in Public Health Sciences from UC Irvine and an MS in Medical Humanities from the University of Rochester.
Peter Van Os. Peter Van Os received a BS in Biology from Wheaton College.
Angela Vu. Angela Vu received a BS in Biochemistry from Regis University.
Fedi Sima Wasef. Fedi Sima Wasef received a BS in Psychobiology from UCLA.
Michelle Webby. Michelle Webby received a BS in Neuroscience from the University of Michigan.
Mariah Werner. Mariah Werner received a BS in Exercise Science from the University of Northern Colorado.
Morgan Wharton. Morgan Wharton received a BA in Neuroscience from Dartmouth College and an MHA from Cornell University and is accompanied by one other person.
Kyle Williams. Kyle Williams received a BS in Biochemistry from the University of Washington.
James Wilson. James Wilson received a BA in Biochemistry from CU Boulder.
Alexia Wright. Lexi Wright received a BS in Psychology from CU Denver.
Cassidy Yoshida. Cassidy Yoshida received a BA in Biology from Washington University in St. Louis.
Luke Zacharias. Luke Zacharias received a BS in Biology from Mississippi State University.
Yan Zhou. Yan Zhou received a BS in Neuroscience from UCLA.
Owen Zielinski. Owen Zielinski received a BS in Biochemistry and BS in Clinical and Counseling Psychology from Colorado State University.
I now invite Dr. Jeff Suhu, Assistant Dean of Admissions, to come back up to the podium to lead the class of 2026 students in reciting their honor code statement.
All right. Class of 2026, please stand and recite with me your class honor code statement. We, the class of 2026, hereby pledge to embody the tenets of curiosity, commitment, and leadership. As we enter the medical field, we will strive to conduct ourselves with honor, humility, enthusiasm, and kindness. We welcome the varied backgrounds as we enter the shared time of monumental change and growth. We will treat our peers, colleagues, and patients with empathy and compassion. Our interactions will be grounded in humility, cognizant of the inherent privilege of our role as physicians. In our pursuit of celebrating the dignity and diversity of our community, we will recognize our shared humanity as we learn from our patients' lived experiences, respect their goals and priorities, and enhance our understanding of patient-centered care. We will promote the equitable delivery of healthcare by fiercely advocating for underserved and marginalized communities. We will stand together against injustices, working to create an inclusive, accessible, and culturally competent healthcare system. We commit to amplifying the voices of those we serve, embracing their diverse experiences as invaluable strengths, and promoting equity and justice in medicine. We will engage in lifelong learning by dedicating ourselves to the passionate pursuit of our profession. As we celebrate our triumphs as well as our challenges, we will employ a growth mindset to give and receive productive feedback. We will practice accountability to ourselves, each other, our patients, and our communities, with the courage to admit our mistakes and learn from them. We will support each other in developing adaptability and resilience in our educational journey and career as physicians. We will embrace innovation in the medical field, evolving our practice and outlook as our communities grow. We vow to uphold this honor code with integrity and the courage to cultivate open-mindedness, humility, and respect for human dignity. Please be seated.
Well, I'm sad to say this almost concludes our ceremony. I may be one of the only ones sad, but this has been a wonderful, wonderful ceremony, and we appreciate the joy that we felt as people walked across the stage. I hope you will join me in congratulating our inductees to the Golden Humanism Society and welcoming the class of 2026 to the profession of medicine. So just a couple of things before we dismiss you. They're so compliant at this point. No, just kidding. I wanted to make a comment about I hope you were listening to the words that they were reading. The class of 2026 wrote that statement. Our incoming classes write their statement every year, and it's their honor statement. One of the oldest honor code honor statements in the country, if not the oldest. So we appreciate it. I was so proud to read that. You did a wonderful job, class of 2026. Just a couple of, yes, please. So a couple of things for the class. On the south patio of Ed 1, so directions are kind of tough here, you know, north, south. As I told Leah in the office yesterday, just look for the mountains. They're always west. But the south patio, we need you to stop over there. First of all, to let them know if the coat size is correct. You are going to hold on to your coat. You're going to exchange that when your embroidered coat comes in, but we want to make sure that you have the correct size. We're also going to be giving you the boxes for your stethoscopes. And again, we want to thank our Alumni Association for providing those stethoscopes. And there are thank you notes to individual alumni that granted those stethoscopes. So once again, I congratulate you. Thank you, family and friends, for being with us today, and go enjoy the rest of the day.